The king is back, and today I thought that I would rank UFC fighters by how cuckoo in the head they are. Okay, I thought I'd throw my 2 cents in who I don't think is all there. I thought that I'd dig into the meat and potatoes and give the reasons why. And we have 5 ways to differentiate, and I said that completely wrong. But we have 5 different tiers here to put people in. Okay, so we got sane. These guys are just normal. These guys are chill. Okay, we fuck with them. They're cool people, man. We got no issues with them. Then we got pretty chill. These guys are pretty much the exact same as sane, but they've shown some cracks in the armor. You know what I'm saying? Then we got crafty vet with no craft. So the way I explain this is, imagine you have a crafty vet. Imagine you have a veteran, right? But they got no craft. Okay, imagine you get a crafty vet and you strip away that craft from them. Okay, just imagine how angry they would be, how seething they would be. This is how I imagine people in this tier would be. Okay. Then we got loose cannon. So these guys are unpredictable. We don't know what they're gonna we don't know what they're gonna do, but they're not complete psychopaths. And then we got evil John Clark. Okay, that speaks for itself. Okay, that speaks for itself. Anyway, first up we got Sean O'Malley. Okay, I think this guy's pretty sane. The first reason is he has social anxiety. He's scared of shit, which is a good thing. That shows me that you're not completely insane and you're not like a complete fucking weirdo. He's got pretty bad social anxiety because he can't talk in front of an audience. So he seems overall normal. The weirdest thing about him is his appearance. I think he wants to like come across as like a weird goofy goober, but like his personality can't do that, so he just makes himself like look really weird. And he hasn't really gone off on someone before. Okay, he hasn't like gone off the rails. He hasn't quote unquote crashed out. I hate saying that, but Sean O'Malley, man, he's just chilling. He's sane. He's a goated guy. He's not good. I don't like him that much. But he doesn't seem like he's hiding anything. He's got no dark secrets. Okay, he's just chilling. You know what I mean? Next up, who is also in the same category, we got Alex Pereira. So he's too stoic. Okay, he doesn't let his emotions get to him. He's a very composed guy. Okay, the only emotions he's ever shown is just nothing. And a smile cracks every now and again, as you can see the picture at the bottom right. He's just a calm guy, man. You know what I mean? He's gone through a lot in life, and he's came out on top. And unlike Sean Strickland, that hasn't manifested itself into negative drama. I think he's become a better man because of that. I think he's become a good father because of that. I think he's become a real hustler because of that. And that's why he has so much determination, okay? And he cried when some Don had cancer that he met. So he's shown a positive emotion. He's only shown positive emotions, okay? Never shown a negative emotion. And he clearly cared about that guy, okay? Which an insane guy wouldn't. An insane guy would not give a shit. So I think Alex Pereira, he's a sane guy, man. He's mentally there. Next up, we got Islam Makhachev. So Islam Makhachev is in the pretty chill tier, okay? Because he got kind of mad at Dustin Poirier, but it was justified because he thought Dustin Poirier said some crazy shit about his mother, which Dustin didn't. But a bit of an issue there within translation. And if Dustin had said that, it would have been a justified moment of anger. Okay, he rarely shows anger, but anytime he has, it's pretty justified. He's not unreasonable. He don't kick off at people for no reason. And bro's pretty chill. He's calm and collected. He's calm, collected, intelligent individual. You know what I'm saying? He's just chilling, man. He's good. Seems like a nice enough guy. He dishes it out. He can take it. He doesn't really take it over the line. He doesn't really, get too angry. He don't go around like assaulting people. You know what I mean? He don't go around jumping people like Arman Sarukian and his good friend Habib. Islam Makhachev is a pretty chill, man. He's a pretty chill guy. Next up, we got Bilal Muhammad, okay? So first of all, this guy is extremely overhated, okay? He gets well too much hate. He's not even that bad. His last fight with Leon was actually entertaining, but he didn't get finished, so people say it wasn't. He's overall, like, pretty boring, but, like, he's good, man. I thought he'd lose to Leon, but he's an overhated guy. People act like he's really unbearable personality-wise. I think he's pretty funny. Like, the vagina just walked in, like, bro, that shit goes hard, man. And if you say it doesn't, you're lying to yourself. And he also helped out that kid. He gave him a home. He gave the father a home, and I think that's pretty admirable, and that's something only a sane and like good person would do. But the hate must get to him to some extent, okay? You know, he doesn't show any really negative emotions towards it. He just he got shouted, your birds are gonna turn to tears Saturday night, and all that shit. So I just noticed in the picture, fucking what's his favorite Dynamite's at the bottom left. I didn't even notice that when I put it there. But accurate picture. That's a real picture that happened in Manchester. But yeah, I think he'd be in the same category if he didn't get hated on too much. I just, even though he didn't show it, I feel like it must get to him to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? But next up we got Alejandro Pantoja. Okay, so he's a crafty vet with no craft, because I feel like he's just angry at the world. Okay, his dad left him. Okay, which you know, I can imagine that leaves some trauma there. I can imagine that leaves some anger, unresolved anger. You know, he showed it when he won the belt. He was like, "Dad, are you proud of me, Dad? Are you proud of me?" And I'm like, bro, that shows like that's still in him. He still thinks about that. He still cares about that. He still gets upset about that. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's some anger there. He also takes lots of hits in the head because that's just his style. Like he gets hit so much and he just tanks it. Which like, you know, fair enough on not getting knocked out, but like CT exists, man. Like this guy could be the UFC equivalent of Chris Benoit. And I feel like he's just gonna continue to get hit in the head. And in his career, when it eventually derails, like when his chin cracks, he's still just gonna get hit in the head. I know he's a flyweight, so it's hard for like your chin to crack. But he's still just gonna get hit in the head. And I feel like by the end of his career, he's gonna be like mumbling like a fucking, I don't even know, man. I was gonna say something, but you know, he ain't gonna be all there. Okay, he's gonna be emotionally unpredictable, and the reason why he's not any higher is because he hasn't really gone too mad at anyone before. Okay, you know, bro, trash talks, bro does the usual, nothing out of line. I don't think he's like insane or anything, but you know, I feel like there's some unresolved anger in Pantoja. Here we got Ilya Taporia. So Ilya, first of all, gets an extreme amount of hate, even from his idol Conor McGregor. He tried copying him by grabbing the belt. He just got bullied online for that, and I feel like that must annoy him to some extent. You know, he was mean to Old Man Volk, which I feel like you can't be a sane individual and be doing that. Okay, like you'd feel some like if it was like me or you, or like if it was Sean or Alex, I feel like some shame would be there. Okay, like they'd be like, oh fuck man, like I feel bad about this. You know what I mean? But there was no shame. Ilya Taporia did not care. Okay. And he just seems angry at the world. He just seems like an angsty guy. You know, he just seems angry 24/7. Like, I mean, his wife's pretty fit. I was gonna say like maybe there's an issue with like his love life or something like that. But I don't think there is. I mean, maybe there's something unresolved there. But he just seems very angry at the world. Just doesn't seem the most positive guy. You know, I think he could. I think someone could take him off. And yeah. We got Dricus Du Plessis. So he talks to MMA Guru a lot, which, listen man, no hate to Guru, right? But I feel like when you talk to someone so often, I feel like your friends around you tell you something about the person, okay? And if you're friends with MMA Guru, bro, you ain't something wrong with you, man. Okay? Some weird stuff that you're hiding. Also, he's bisexual, which, you know, I mean, you can tell in the picture he's the guy with the man bun. I mean, if the man bun doesn't tell you enough, like you can literally see him kissing someone. But you know, I feel like there's some anger generated there, man. Like maybe someone's judged him before. I mean, DC was judging him. You know, that must piss him off a little bit. You know what I mean? And also the CT is hella strong. Like it's not even like he gets hit 24/7, but like the stuff he'd be pulling in fights, like, bro, if CT wasn't present in his brain, he would never even attempt or think about doing those things. Okay? So I'm confident that he has CTE, which, you know, manifests into him being a loose cannon. Okay? You don't know what this guy's capable of. Anyway, we got the evil Junkler, which is John Bones Jones. So, first of all, he did some very nasty things to the mother of his children, which is like, very fucked up, man. We don't fuck with it. We don't fuck with it. He also does coke, which, you know, Coke might, switch him up a little bit, man. He might not be all there. Might not show the real him, but like still, man. You know what I'm saying? His sexuality is also repressed. He wants to be with men, but he feels like he can't do that. Maybe due to like his Christian roots. I'm like, bro, that must annoy him a lot, but like, I cannot imagine being, repressed like that. Like, I can imagine it being a very sad existence. And I kind of feel bad for him on that one. But he also gets bullied online. And like, he sees the bullying because he replies to tweets constantly. So he definitely sees like people going off on him. And he's replied to like some of the harsh critics sometimes. Like someone made fun of him for like, beating up his wife or whatever. And then he had nothing to like say to it. He just said, "I'm rich." So like, okay, Joe, okay. But he gets bullied online, which must annoy him a bit. He's been arrested multiple times for multiple reasons, And he was also a victim as a child. So that's not very good. That's not very fun. You know what I mean? That must manifest into. I mean, John Jones is pretty self-explanatory. Okay, you don't need to know much more. But anyway, I'm out. See ya.